what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Candy. I'm a mom to 5. On my channel, I share homeschooling, homesteading, gardening, day in the life, what's for dinner, canning, grocery hauls, all kinds of fun stuff. Today I'm taking you along on a day in the life with my family. Miss Mika is helping me out. We are getting a turkey on the smoker before we head to church. We are just getting this thing all seasoned up with some of the dry rub that you can get at Aldi for like $4.99. And then we're going to get this on the smoker. And then everybody's going to eat cereal or oatmeal, and we are going to get out the door to church.
Talking about the sun shields. Prior to that, there was no wind, no breeze. The flag stood motionless. And as she began to speak about her son, there was a breeze. There's enough of a mystic Baptist in me to appreciate the fact that that flag stood as if some sort of an amen to what that dear woman was saying. The folks you see up here, they're ordinary folks. None would claim any special title. I'm proud to consider myself a private in the Lord's army. These folks, and we do have someone serving on active duty. And what makes that special is that someone is from Kentucky. Welcome him. These folks have missed birthdays, they've missed anniversaries, they've missed Christmas. Some, like me, have missed the birth of their children, some of their children. They knew what they were getting into. They did their job. They were proud to be an American. And these young kids up here are wonderful welcomers today. My name, of course, is Glenn. I was privileged to be in the United States Air Force between 63 and 83. And when I was later, I was stationed with a fellow who spent some time in the Hanoi Hilton, and I laid to rest one time, survivor of the Baton Death March. I'm going to pass the mic. These guys are going to give, and ladies, let me be sure to get that straight. I'm going to pass the mic, and they're going to tell us their name, their branch of service, and maybe how long they served.
Tom Petticorn, United States Navy, active duty, currently serving Tinker.
Let's hold our applause to all of them.
Monique Davis, U.S. Air Force, 1998 to 2005.
A.J. Melendez, United States Army, 1964 through 67.
Cliff Hartman, Oklahoma Army National Guard, 2000 to 2006.
Leon Fuller, U.S. Army, 1961-64.
Tommy Wilson, U.S. Marine, from 60 to 64.
Ronald Burnett, I was
Vietnam for a year. Total service time was 19 months, 17 days. I celebrate my wife's birthday twice the same year.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I was in the United States Navy 1964 to 1995.
Steve Jackson, U.S. Army, 68, 71, Korea.
Jim Ball, 1966 to 1972, Air Force.
Benny Floyd, I was in the Army and the National Guard both, from 1974 to 1978.
Gerald Gay, U.S. Army, 1958 to 64, and again 1988 to 98.
Curtis McDonald, United States Army, 1987 till 2022.
Roger Paxson, United States Marine Corps, 71 through 74.
I want our kids to kind of gather around over there toward the flag. They're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I want you to stand in honor of this great country, in honor of these brave men and women that took our place many times in harm's way. Kids, how about leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and in the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. We just got home from church. James, CJ, and Bubba and James's friend Roger are working on the pig pen and the donkey pen, getting those winterized before it gets real cold. The girls are feeding animals the veggie scraps from the store. I started some giblets in my slow cooker full of water this morning before we left for church, so I just got those out. I'm going to get them cut up and start gravy. Good afternoon. We're just plugging away around here. I did a little bit of cleanup, not a lot. Kids did pick up after eating lunch. I'm about to start some cranberry sauce, so I thought I'd show you guys how I make my homemade cranberry sauce and can it for Thanksgiving. So I have all my bags of cranberries. I don't know how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. I'm going to measure these out into my pot. In my pot, there was 24 cups altogether, and for every 3 cups of cranberries, I'm going to do a cup of water and a cup of sugar. And so once I get all those in, I'm going to bring this to a boil. Let it kind of cook until all the berries have popped. I'm going to add some orange zest and the juice of 3 to 4 oranges, and then some cinnamon, and taste it and see where it's at. So I've got my cranberries in here, and my water, my sugar, my orange peel, my orange juice, and I went ahead and instead of using ground cinnamon, I just did 4 cinnamon sticks, and I'm going to let those cook in here until the end, and then I'll pull them out and just remember that I put 4 in there so I know how many to look for. Of the cranberry sauce when I got it finished, but I got it jarred up. I got it in jars. I'm going to process it after dinner because the turkey is done. I've got red potatoes in the Instant Pot cooking for mashed potatoes. I put some cornstarch slurry into the giblets with the chicken broth and made a gravy. I'm boiling water for mac and cheese, and I've got corn in a pot waiting to warm that up when everything else is ready. So I'm going to get this turkey inside, let it rest for a few, and start cutting it up. When the potatoes were done in the Instant Pot, I drained out the little bit of water that was in there, added some butter and milk, and used my immersion blender to mash those. And then this morning, before we left for church, I had put the giblets in my mini crock pot with some turkey broth and just put it on high. So I just deboned all that, added it back to the broth, and then did a cornstarch slurry to thicken it. And here is our finished cranberry sauce, just one of the jars we made up tonight. It's actually still warm, but nobody minds in our house whether it's warm or cold cranberry sauce. And then here is our cut up turkey, our corn, and our mac and cheese, and this is dinner tonight. After a very long, very busy day of getting a lot of stuff done. And then for dessert tonight, I took out a caramel apple Dutch pie and a pumpkin pie, and that's dessert tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you want to chat. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any new videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.